I'm Dr. Seema Maitre, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Kite Group of Institutions, Ghaziabad. In JavaScript, today I'm going to cover these topics: objects in JavaScript and other objects that are present over there, such as the document object, array object, date object, math object, number object, and the browser object model. So let's start one by one. JavaScript object. Basically, it is an entity having state and behavior. State is given with the help of its properties, and behavior it is provided by the help of its method. For example, if we talk about the object, book is an object, pen is an object, car is an object. So everything is object. JavaScript is an object based language because everything is an object in JavaScript. Here, we don't create class to get the object as we perform in Java, but we direct create the objects. In real life, if we talk, a car is an object. A car has properties like the weight, its color, and it has a different method. Method means behavior, like the start of the car, the stop of the car. So they are the behavior, which is considered with the help of its method. So in this example of the car, the properties or the state of the car is this. For example, car dot name, car dot model, its weight and its color. This is called the property of the object car. The various method, the behavior which is performed by the car is that car get start, car dot drive, car has the brake, and car dot stop. Means this is the action, this is the activity, that is the behavior which can be done by the car. And these are the properties or the fields associated with the object. So we can say all cars have same properties, but their value differ. All cars are doing some behavior, but the methods are performed at different times. It depends when they will behave. It will be different. Properties are same, but the value can be different. The color of the car can be different, but color is the property. There is definitely the weight of the car, but it can vary. So car have the properties, same properties, but their value differ because it depends on the type of car. Differs from car to car, but definitely they have the property, same properties. Value can differ. Now, there are different ways to create objects in JavaScript. So here we will discuss on the three ways of creating the object. The first one is with the help of the object literal. So here we will give the name of the object, any name, object equal to, then we will provide in the curly braces its property associated with the value. The property and this value pair, it is separated with the colon sign. And this complete pair is separated from other pair with the help of comma. Property and value, they are differentiated with the help of comma, and one pair is separated from another pair with the help of this comma sign. Okay, so these two symbols must be kept in mind. This colon is between the property and the value, and comma is between the pair. This way, with the help of this literal, we can create the object in JavaScript. This is the first way. Now take the example. So this is the literal emp. It will work as a variable. Here the properties ID value is 101. Name, it is the property, and Abhineet Maitre is the value. Salary is the attribute, and 90,000 is the value over here. Now with the help of this object name, this literal, because this literal is working as an object. Now with the help of this object, we can retrieve all the property of this variable or this object with the help of this object. So name of object is emp. emp.id, when it will display, it will give the value associated with this property. emp.name, it will display the name, the value which is associated with this property. emp.salary, it will display the value 90,000 which is associated with this property. Okay, this is the way, first way. Now the second one is by creating an instance of object directly using new keyword. The variable object name equal to new object. Take an example over here where emp, then emp will be treated as an object equal to new object. Okay, it has got the property of an object. Now, as it has the all the features of an object, so we can associate the different properties along with this object. So we have took here emp.id equal to 101, then emp.name, its value, Abidal, Matre, emp.salary, we have provided the value, and then finally we will display the result like this. Because all the property, all the method of an object, they are not used directly. They get used with the help of their object name. Here the object is emp. So to separate the object and the property, we use the dot symbol over here. This way we can use the second method. Now the third one is by using an object constructor. Here it is required to create function with arguments. Each argument value can be assigned in the current object by using this keyword, because this keyword refers to the current object. So this way we made the function, because with the help of the function we can create this object in this manner, the function emp. So here emp, and then we have provided these three properties or three attributes. Now we will assign the value to this property, this dot id equal to this id which has been passed, this dot name. So these are the basically the property of the object, and we are assigning the value which are passed from here. This dot name will get the value, this one. This dot salary will, it will assign the value from this parameter or this argument from here. Now this way, with the help of the function with arguments, we have done our job. Now how to make an object with the help of this function? Because we have created the layout of the object, but we haven't created it now yet. So with the help of this new keyword, we are going to make the object new emp. Okay, and assigning it to e. So in this case, e will become our object, because with the help of new emp, it will get all the features of this emp, and we are passing this value 102 Shruti Pathak and this value 60,000. They will be passed over here, and this will be assignment. Finally, these properties will get assigned with these arguments. Finally, it will be treated as a property. Now we can use it. Document.write E, because E has become the object of this type emp. It has got all the features of this emp. Now, as these other properties set over here, they have assigned with the value. Now you can use it with the help of this object E. So we will print it e.id, e.name, e.salary, and we can display the value. So this is the third way of creating object. We can say object are variables too. We can say that object are variables, but we know at one time one object can hold only one value. As soon as we give another, it get replaced with the latest one. But an object can contain many values. Below we can see the example. Now this code, it assigns many values like the name Fiat 500, this color white to a variable named car, and it is written in the form of name value pair separated by this colon sign. So in this example, what we have done, we have defined and created a JavaScript object with the object literal. This is the way, the first style, literal. And what we have given, this property and the value separated by this colon sign. So type, what type of car it is? Fiat. Its model is 500. Its color is white. So this way, in a single variable, it has hold number of values, but it is not a normal variable. It is an object, though it is appearing as a variable because it is holding the value. But the difference is a normal variable hold a single value at a time, but this object variable, it can hold number of values at a time. So it is more powerful than a normal variable. Object properties. This name and this value, the complete pair in JavaScript, it is called properties. For example, if we take the object person, here first name and the value, last name, the value, age, the number, this combination, this pair, the property and the value, property and value, property and value, this complete pair and this eye color blue. So this complete pair is called the properties of any object. Object has methods along with these properties. Method decide the behavior. Okay, method decide the action that can be performed on objects. So methods are stored in properties as function definition. So the function decides the action that can be performed on the object. Now accessing object properties. So there are two ways in which we can access the properties. The first one is the name of the object dot property name. Example, person dot last name. Or we can use the bracket. Inside the bracket, we can pass the property. For example, name of the object person, and in the bracket, we have passed the name of the property whose value we want to retrieve. So look at the example. In this literal, in this object variable, we have assigned type Fiat model 500, color is white. Now document.write, this will just to display type, model, car, it will just for display, and then we are accessing the type property which contains the value Fiat. So as soon as we call the property type, it will be called only and only with the help of this object literal object. So object is car, so car dot type, or the another way is with the help of this bracket. So car model, this way in the double quotes inside this bracket. This is another way. And the normal way is the name of the object and the dot operator, which is followed by the property. So these are the ways to access the property of any object. This is the output. When we'll display, it will give the result. Type is Fiat, model is 500, color is white. The same we have stored over here. The now next one is accessing object method. Same, object name, then dot, the name of the method. Because method is associated with this parenthesis, so we will give the parenthesis along with the name of the method. And we can assign it to any variable. So let's take an example. Here, how the method is created. So first of all, this variable person, this is the object we are creating, and it has several properties. First name and its value, last name, its value, ID, its value. So this way we have created the object. Now with the help of this function, and then we will return this dot first name, this dot last name from here, this dot id, and this will get associated with full name. Okay, so whatever the function is doing, it is associated with this name, full name. And now we can call this value, this name. With the help of this document.write, we will call this full name, which is associated with this function, which is containing all these properties along with their values. It is over full name. So with the help of document.write and the name of the person, the name of the person means it is the name of the object. With the help of the object name, we can call this associated method over here. So output will be, so we can say an object method. This is an object person and this is the method. So basically an object method, it is a function definition, and the function definition is stored as a property value. So here full name is working like a property, and from the property we can retrieve the value. Now here this single property can contain these number of values, these number of properties. So this is the way of creating and using an object method. So first we create the object, then we create the method, and basically the object method is a function definition stored as a property value, and this full name, it is working as a property. That's why we are calling it with the help of this object name person, like this. So document.write person dot full name, this way we can use it, and full name is associated with this function, and the function is containing, it is returning the first name, the last name, the id. So definitely it will display the value. The first name is Abhi, last name is Matre, and id is 5566. This will be your output. Next, another object, which is document object. Basically document in HTML, it is a web page that is being either created or that is get displayed in the browser. It has a number of properties that are used to manipulate the content of the page. The first one is write or write ln. So HTML pages can be created by using the write or write ln method, and these are the method of document object. Like this, syntax is document.write, and inside this parenthesis we can give any string or we can use write ln. So basically document is the object name, this document, it is the name of the object, and the write and write ln, these are the method. So object name and the method name, they are separated with the period symbol. They are connected between the object and the method name. The difference between the two methods is simply new line character. Means in case of write ln, it will provide us a new line character that get automatically added into the document. So we can use it like this, document.write, and here it will display the tag as it is, and then document.writeln, it will display hello in h1 heading 1 form. This way we can use it. Next object is array object. As we know, array is a collection of similar type of elements. So there are three ways to construct an array. The first one is array literal. So here variable name of the array, and in this bracket we are passing the value. Directly this array object will be created. Now take the example where emp, this emp is a literal, it is an object literal. So directly we have passed the value over here, Abhi, Avi, and Kunj. Three values are passed over here, and with the help of for loop we are accessing all the values from this emp object. So how much content is there? We can take it with the help of this length property of an array. Length is basically a property, not a method. So for the loop, we will take, it will count from 0th index, from abhi, till the emp dot length. Because as the length is starting from 1, 1, 2, 3, but index start with 0. So it will start from 0, 1, 2. So length is 3 basically. That's why we have kept the condition I equal to 0, I less than emp dot length, I plus plus, and then it will display each and every value associated with the particular index. 0th index, then 1 index, then 2 index. As soon as it will move to 3, it will come out and it will display all the value. Now the next one is by creating the instance of an array directly using new keyword. This way, variable, array name, object we are creating with the help of new keyword. It is having the property of array. Now, this was the syntax. Now go to the example. Here, emp, we are going to make it as an object. So we have given it, here new array, and then in its 0th index of this array emp, we have provided the value abhi, in one abhi, in second kunch, and then with the help of this for loop, again the length property, we will go through the entire length 1 minus, okay, as it is starting from the 0th index, and length is starting from 1. So we have to move one place below than the length. So from 0 to I less than emp dot length, I plus plus, and it will display every value that is associated with the index. As the index is starting from 0, so whatever the value kept at index 0 of emp object, it will get displayed. Then again plus plus, it will get incremented, then display the value at index 1 and 2 and so on. This way, an instance of array is created and the values associated with the array can be used. Now, the third way of creating an array is using this array constructor. This array constructor is again using the new keyword, but this time the way is different. This variable emp, new array. Here it is similar, but we can directly pass as soon as we make an object of this array, we can pass the value because it is working with the help of a constructor. The constructor get activated as soon as we make the object. So when we make an object of the array, the constructor get generated, evaluated, and we pass the value directly over the parenthesis. So EMP got all the behavior of an array. It will get the index, different indexes, and in the different indexes, these values get stored. And initially it starts with 0. So we, with the help of this loop, we can display the value from the 0 till it is less than its length and display the value. Now different properties and methods associated with the array. The first one is the length. So here, for example, car is an object and the length. Length is the property. So it will return the number of elements present in the car object and assigned to this variable x. Here, cars dot sort. It is a method because parenthesis is there. It arranges in alphabetical order all the cars that are present there. Okay, and this sorted value will be assigned to the variable x. So number of methods are associated: concat, index of, join, last index. Number of methods are there. Concat basically used to join two or more arrays, and it returns the copy of the joined array. Index of, it searches the array for an element and returns its index position. Join, it join all the method because in the array the values are kept in different indexes. So with the help of join, we can combine all the elements of an array into a single string. last index of. What it will do? It search the array of an element starting at the end, last index, because it is starting from the last, and return its position. Pop, it removes the last element of an array and returns the element. Push, it is used to add new element to the end of the array, and then it reflects, it returns the new length. Reverse, it reverses the order of elements in an array. Last becomes first and first becomes last. Value of, it returns the primitive value of an array. So let's take an example of concat, that is joining two or more arrays and return a copy of a joined arrays. Here, array.concat, and we will pass number of arrays. Take the example. In 1, we have provided the value Chinu and this Labi. In 2, Emily and Tarun and Lina. 3, we got Ranu. So 3 objects are there, 3 arrays are there. In the last one, children, what we are doing? With 1, Chinu and Lavi, with 1, we are concatenating the another 2 arrays. It means 1, 2, and 3. These 3 array values get concatenated, combined into a single object, single variable. And when we will print, it will display all the values that are associated with these 3 different arrays. That is the benefit of concat. Now the next one is index of. It searches the array for the specified items and returns its position. And suppose if the searched item is not found, it will return -1. Suppose the item is present more than 1. In that case, this index of method, it will return the position of the first occurrence. It will ignore the another one. Okay. So the syntax is array dot index of and the item to which we want to find. In this case, we made the variable, or you can say the array, fruits, and we stored these values banana, orange, apple, and mango. And we want to find out the index position of apple. So we give in the fruits object, find the index of apple. So as the index starts with 0th index, so it will give 0, 1, 2. Apple is at the index 2. So here the value of x will be 2 as apple is at position 2. Join. It joins the elements of an array into a string and returns the string. The elements will be separated by a specified separator. You can provide it, and if you didn't provide any separator, by default is comma. In the syntax is array.join. Example, we have made the array fruits where we have the first value is banana, then orange, then apple, then mango. And then what we do in the x variable, fruits dot join. So when we join, we haven't provided any separator. So by default, it will join it with the comma sign. If you give hyphen, any symbol, it will combine all the elements separated by the symbol which you have provided in this bracket. Here we haven't provided anything, so by default, they are separated with the comma sign. Now, the next method of the array is slice. It's a piece from the entire string. We have to provide from where to start till where. The starting value is included and the end value get excluded. If we provided end value 5, then 5 will be excluded. It will just move till one place before that. So in this case, in case of slice, it returns the selected elements in an array as a new array object. Like this, array.slice, we provide start and end. Okay, so as we have given here, it select the element starting at the given start argument and exclude the end argument. So in this fruit array, banana, orange, apple, and mango, what we are doing, fruits dot slice. We are taking out a piece from the starting position is 1, 0, 1. It means it will start from orange till where 3, as we have told, the end argument is excluded. It will not move to 3, it will just move to one place before that, means till 2. So 1 is orange, 2 is apple. So it will take the slice, the piece of this 2, 1, means among these different values, it will take this much slice that is covering orange and apple. This will be your output. Array operations, as we have already learned, declaring a new empty array like this, variable arr equal to new array. This is the way to create a new empty array. Declaring an array along with holding few elements. If we want to assign some elements over there while creating it. So this is the way where name of the object, name of the array, and at the time of declaration, we are assigning the value to it. Next one is appending an element. Appending can be done with the help of push. So we have given arr dot push and the element. Getting the last element. Last element can be retrieved with the help of pop. So arr, from this arr object, we are popping the last element and storing in the variable element. To read the entire values from this object, the number of elements present over the array, it can be retrieved with the help of the property length, arr dot length, and you can directly print it or you can assign it to any another variable. Now, finding elements index in the array. If you want to know the index position of particular element, we can use the method index of. So in this array, we want to find out the index of value 1. It will return the index position of that value 1. Now the next one is another object, that is the date object. This object, it is used to get year, month, day, as well as we can get the time. The time in year in a means along with year, month, days, we can retrieve hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. So we can use different date constructor to create the date object. Okay, not only we can get, we can also change, we can also set the month, the year, the hour, the minute, and the second according to our requirement. So there are 4 variant of date constructor to create the date object. First one is date without any argument or value in the parenthesis. Next one is milliseconds we can provide. Date string we can provide. Next, this one. Year, month, day, hours, minute, second, all the thing. So there are 4 different ways we can construct, we can create the date object. Okay. Now, if I want to get the current date and time, what is the current date and time this time currently? So we can take the help of the function, this first one, date. We have made a variable today as an object, and with the help of new keyword, we have made it as a date object. Today has got all the features of this date object, and with the help of date object, as we have already learned, we can retrieve the values like day, month, year, all these things. So with the help of document.write ln, when we will print today, As today has got the features of date, we will get the day, the month, the date, the year, the time. All the complete manner, how this is the complete way it will display the time as well as the date along with the complete year, the name of the month, and the current date. So this way we can print the current date and time with the help of this date constructor. Next one is to display date, month, and year. In this case, again, we have made a variable and we have provided the features of the date. Now, what we are doing, another variable, as date has got all the features of the date, now we can retrieve anything from this date. We have made a variable day, and in the day we have kept date dot get date. Get date, it will kept in day. Month, date dot month plus 1, and it is starting from 0. It is currently it is May. It is 5th month, but as the month name is starting from 0, so we have to give it plus 1 so that we can give the get the 5th month. Then year, in this we are providing date dot get full year, means we want to write the complete 2021 2021 full year we need, so that's why we have given get full year. And then finally we are printing it. We are writing in a screen document.write date is. So first it will print the day. The day is whatever the current day is today, either 24, 25, 20, anything, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever is the day. Then separated by this front slash, then month plus 1, because as I told it is start from 0. So we have incremented it 1. It will give the month number. Then year, we have taken get full year. So it will print the entire year 2021. So this is the result to print date, month, year. So date is, because we have written like this, date is, and in front of it we have printed this way. Next one is current time, because along with the date we can print the time also. So how to get the time? Again, in the variable today we got all the features of the date object. Then from this date object we have retrieved, we have get, because date object all the features has been provided to today. So from today dot get hours, and it is assigned to variable h. Today dot get minutes assigned to m. Today dot get seconds assigned to s. And then finally we are writing the value, we are displaying the value h, separated hour, minutes, and second. They are separated with the colon sign. H colon M colon S. Hour, minute, second. What is the current time right now? It will print it over here. So these are the ways to work with the time. Now, as I told, not only we can get, we can set also. Set means we can change. To set UTC, what is UTC? Universal time. So set universal time in full year. So this method is used to set the year for the specified date on the basis of universal time. So yet again take the example. In the year we have assigned it all the features of the date, and then we will print the current year. So how to print the current year? For retrieving we have to use get. So year has got all the features of date, so we can retrieve anything with the help of this date feature, date object. So we have retrieved from year, that is get UTC full year, and it will display the full year which is present at the universal time calendar. Whatever it is showing the current full year, it will display. So this time it is showing 2021 break. And the next year, whatever is provided in the year, we have changed it with the help of set. So what we have done here, year dot set UTC full year. We have set our own full year and change it to 2019. So from 2021 we have changed to 2019 and we will display the updated year like year dot get UTC full year, because here we have changed, we have set it in the year. Now after setting, after changing, we can again retrieve it with the help of get method. So get UTC full year. So it will display the updated year 2019 because we have updated to 2019. Next, another object, math object. It provides several constants and as well as methods to perform mathematical operations. For example, to provide square root, it will give sqrt method and the name of the object is math. Okay, so sqrt is the method and this method can be retrieved with the help of the object and the name of the object is math. Math.sqrt and we have passed 17 and it will return the square root of 17. Then math.random, it will provide any random number. Then power 3 and 4 we have passed over here. It will take the power of this value. Then floor 4.6. In the floor, it will give the minimum value. So among 4.6, it will return 4. Seal 4.6, it will return the highest value 4.6. So after decimal, it will look for the value 5 or greater than 5. So 5 value, it will return the greatest value, max value, seal. Then round method is there and absolute. In case of absolute, it doesn't provide the value in any negative number. So if we have provided any negative value, it will convert into any positive value. So absolute minus 4, it will return 4. ABS function. So these are the several methods that are provided with the math object. Then we move to number object. It enables us to represent a numerical value. So methods are is finite. It is used to find out, it used to determine whether the given value is a finite number, is integer. If we want to find out whether the given value is an integer, parse float. It will parse it. It will convert the given string into a floating point number. Parse int. It will convert the given string into integer number. To exponential. It returns the string that represents the exponential notation of the given number. To fixed, it returns the string that represents a number with exact digit after a decimal point. To fixed, we have fixed it. To precision, it returns the string representing a number of specified precision. To string, it will return a given number in the form of string. It will convert it. Now take the example. Here in the variable a, we have provided 50. In b, 50.25. In c, string. Here 50, string 50.25. These are the variables containing this type of values. Now with the help of this parse float, as it will convert into floating point. So for the a, 50, number dot parse float a, as it is a string, it will keep it 50, 50.25. Okay, it will parse it, it will retrieve its floating value. C equal to string, but it is saying it is not a number. NaN, it is not a number. Now from this combination 50 string, what it will do, it will take out the numeric value. It is 50, so it will display in this form. 50.25. It is again a combination, so it will retrieve it in the form of 50.25. This is the function of parsing. Okay. Next, the browser object model. This browser object model, it is used to interact with the browser, all the activities that are performed with the help of the browser. So default object of browser is window, because everything is displayed in the window of the browser. So it is the default object of the browser. Means all the functions of the window can be called by specifying window or directly. Okay. For example, this alert, which is a method of window, we can call it with the help of window.alert like this. Hello, dear students. Or we can also write directly this method alert. There is no need to specify the object window because it is a default object of the browser. So there is no need to mention where to display this method. Okay. Now another properties that belong to window are, for example, document, the history, screen, navigator, location. It can be displayed in the form of like this. It is window. At the top of the window is browser. Then comes the window. It is a default object of the browser, and window contains these another properties. Okay, the first one is document, then history, then screen, and so on. We can take them one by one. The method alert, confirm, and prompt. These three windows, these small windows or small dialog boxes, they appears on a screen on a window, and they are useful for the user interaction, which we have studied in the beginning. So confirm, alert, and prompt we have already done, which is used for the user interaction. The another one is open. It opens the new window. Close. It closes the current window. Set time out. In this case, it performs action after specified time, or you can say the particular specific time has been elapsed. So as soon as the time get elapsed, some action will get performed, like a function will be called or any expression will be evaluated and so on. So now take an example of open. So here we have created a message function, and whoever will call this function a message msg, what will happen? It will open http www.kite.edu. It will open this site. Okay. And when it is called, so we have given input type equal to button. Upon the button written kite and on click, as soon as we perform this event on click, this msg message will be called, and this kite.edu, this website will get opened in the browser. Another example of set time out. So inside of this function msg, we have provided this timeout. At what time? At what time elapses? At what time elapse? We have given 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, what will happen? There will be a small alert box appear with the message welcome to Kite CSE after 2 seconds. So we have given in set time out. Okay, in set time out, this function internally it will call and then alert window with the message. And what is the time set out? That will be of 2 seconds. So this way, as soon as this 2 seconds will get elapsed, this alert window, alert box will get opened, and it will happen only after this method is being called. So here we have created a button and performed an event click. As soon as we click it, this method will be called, and it has decided its timeout period. It is 2 seconds, and as soon as the time elapses, this window will appear along with the message. Now the history object. It represents an array of URL visited by the user. Till now, how many web pages, websites we have visited. It keeps the track of all that. And with the help of this history object, we can represent a list, an array of URL visited by the user. With the help of this history, as the history is kept over there, so we can load the previous one, we can move to the forward or any particular page, as it is keeping the track, the URL of all the web which we have visited. So we can move anywhere, previous web, forward, or anyone, or any particular page. So this can be accessed with the help of window.history or simply history method. Okay. So only one property of history object is there, and it is the length. And the length property, it returns the length of the history of URL. How many web we have visited. It will give the length. It will count how many URL we have visited with the help of this length property. So one property is associated with the history object, and three methods are there for history object. That will be forward, it load the next page, back, it load the previous page, and with the help of go, we can load the, in go we can provide, inside this go we can provide a particular number, and then in the length, the sequence of the URL, the length, based on that, what will happen, if we give any number over there, we can directly load the given page number which we have provided here. Okay, so in the program we can use the history object like this: history dot back for previous page, history dot forward for the next page, history dot go, it is in positive manner, so it will move for next second page. -2 means we are moving negative, means previous side, so it will move for previous second page. We can use it like this manner in our program. So that's all for today. So right now we covered the particular topics. We learned about the objects: document object, array object, date object, math object, number object, and finally the browser object model. Thank you. Bye bye.